The aim of the class is to learn and understand the climate of India. What is climate? The weather conditions over a large area and its variations for an extended time period, say over 30 years, are known as climate. What is weather? Weather is the state of atmosphere over an area at any point in time. It changes every moment. Usually we get confused between weather and climate. Do not worry, I am here to put your confusions out. Weather is nothing but the state of atmosphere for a short period of time, whereas climate is the accounted for a very long period. It's all about weather, sunny, clouds, and the downpour. Now, let us quickly understand the factors affecting India's climate. Generally speaking, there are six factors: latitude, altitude, pressure and wind system, distance from the sea, ocean currents, and relief features. Let us understand each one of them. The first one is latitude. Due to the curved shape of the earth, the amount of solar energy received varies depending on the latitude. That's why you see the temperature decreases as we go away from the equator towards the poles. This is the equatorial region, from the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere to the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. This region is called torrid zone or tropical zone. As we go further away, we have the temperate zone lying between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. This areas has pleasant climate. That is why you see most of the tourist destinations in the world are located in the tropical temperate zone. As we go even further away, we have frigid zone. It's cold freezing out here. This areas is between Arctic Circle and North Pole in the northern hemisphere and Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the southern hemisphere. So these are the latitudinal changes that affect the climate of a place. The second factor is altitude. Altitude means height. More you go above the ground to the high altitudes, the temperature decreases because of the concentration of air molecule decreases, as we also call it as thin air. That's why when we see the hill station, it is cool out there. The third factor is pressure and wind system. By pressure, I mean high and low pressures. Always remember the air moves from the high pressure to the low pressure areas. The best way to understand this: switch on the AC in your room and leave the door open. Do you feel the cool air going out of the room? And this is because outside the room the environment is warm and it is attracting the cool air molecules towards it. Hence, the land mass get heated faster than the water bodies, and due to that, a low pressure is created at the land surface, which attracts cool air molecules from the sea or ocean, causing rainfall and changes in the temperature. The fourth factor is distance from the sea. Now, if you are residing at the coastal areas, you will notice that there are hardly changes in the weather conditions. I mean, you will constantly be facing wind from the sea, so there are no changes in the weather conditions. But as you move to the away from the coastal areas towards the central part of the landmass, you will start to witness extreme weather changes like very hot during summers and very cold during winters. The fifth factor is the ocean currents. It is continuous movement of ocean water from one place to another. Ocean currents are created by wind, water temperature, salt content and gravitational pull of the sun and moon. Generally, there are two types of ocean currents, cold and warm current. You can see in the picture, the red arrows indicate warm currents and the blue arrows indicate cold currents. If you notice, most of the warm currents are in the equatorial regions. The theory is that the cold and warm current influences the local winds of nearby landmass and causes the changes in climatic conditions. And the last factor is relief features. In geography, relief means the typical high and low areas like mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts, etc. High mountains acts as the barriers for cold or hot winds, just like the Himalayas that protect us from the cold, chilly winds of Arctic. And also, it is due to these mountains the precipitations take place. So these were the six factors affecting climate of a particular region. Indian monsoon. Monsoon winds strongly influence the climate of India. The following mechanisms related to Indian monsoon are very essential to keep in mind while we are discussing the chapter on climate of class 9th. When the land is heated and the water bodies get cooled, it creates low pressure on the ground and high pressure over the sea and vice versa. There is a shift in the position of the intertropical convergence zone over the Ganga plain in summer. The excessive heating on the Tibetan plateau during summer results in the strong air currents which are vertical in direction. The movement of the westerly jet stream to the north of the Himalayas and that of easterly jet streams over the Indian peninsula also affects monsoon. Now let us understand about the seasons. The year is divided into seasons based on generalized monthly atmospheric conditions. Majorly, India has four seasons, depending upon its climatic conditions. Here are the detailed description of seasons in India. First, hot weather season, that is summer. Summer ranges from March to May with the temperature rising to 48 degrees Celsius. In the North India, the summers are marked by the fall in air pressure and rise in temperature. Loo is a characteristic of Indian summer. The hot and dry winds that blow in the north during the day are known as loo. When the summer season is about to end, the country experiences pre-monsoon showers. These are essential for the ripening of mangoes. Therefore, they are also known as the mango showers. Second, the cold weather season, winter. In North India, winter begins in the mid-November and lasts till February. In North India, December and January are the coldest months. The temperature is highest in the south and lowest in the north. Days are warmer than nights and humidity is less. Moreover, this season holds a significance in rabi crops cultivation. Advancing monsoon. Rain. Monsoon reaches India in the starting of June. There is a decrease in rainfall in the Ganga Valley from east to west. The breaks in rainfall are the characteristics feature of monsoon season. This is caused by the movement of monsoon through from north to south. The span of monsoon and the amount of rainfall depends on the frequency and intensity of tropical depressions. Retreating or post-monsoon season. Monsoon becomes weaker in the northern regions from mid-October to November. During the days, there is a rise in temperature and humidity known as October heat. The sky becomes clear and the temperature starts rising. Usually, it is hotter during the day and nights are cooler. By mid-October, the temperature falls rapidly in the North India. As mentioned in the chapter on climate, cyclonic depressions are caused nearly by early November. Let's go further and discuss the distribution of rainfall. The distribution of rainfall varies every year. Approximately 400 centimeters is experienced annually by northeast India and the western coast. However, in Rajasthan, Gujarat, Haryana, and Punjab, only 60 centimeters of rainfall is received. It is even lower in the Deccan Plateau. At last, let us learn about monsoon as a unifying bond. The wind systems and weather conditions are altered regularly, which leads to a continuous cycle of the seasons. Monsoons have a typical feature of uncertain rains. Every year, people from the country wait eagerly for monsoon. This season also acts as a binding factor for the whole nation as it provides water for cultivation of crops. In this video, we have discussed about the meaning of climate, the meaning of weather, the difference between climate and weather, the factors affecting the climate, the monsoon difference, the distribution of rainfall. I hope you have understood this topic. Stay with me for further videos. Thank you.